What's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of Turn My Mic Up. It's your boy Los from the Noise Podcast.
It's your man Jay Alonzo, Back to Class Podcast. What up?
Hollow with Kev, Noise Podcast.
It's your boy RJ from Lace Rhymes Podcast.
One thing that we want to talk about, one thing we want to look into is who are some of the artists that we see that came around in the 2010s that we think we're going to actually celebrate during the next decade. Now, I don't think many of these cats are going to get the whole decade. I'm going to be honest. When we were coming up with this list, some of these cats, I'm like, you know what? Probably about 6 years. Maybe. I'm going to piss a lot of people off.
Generous.
I'm going to piss a lot of people off with one of them, to be honest. I'm going to piss a lot of people off with one
As far as not going to make it?
Not necessarily not going to make it, but eventually get to that place where you may not be checking for them.
I got you.
As hard. So actually, Jay, we can start off. Who's your first bring up?
Well, real quick, when we put together this list, I realized that a lot of the ones that kind of kicked off in the 2010 aren't really around now. So it's like, okay, well, like a Yellow Wolf or...
Which is why I chopped off all of 2010.
Dare say like a Walking Flock of Flame, Troy Ave, they're not really popular like that anymore. But to kind of kick it off, I would say who we're looking most forward to, or who's going to have that stability.
I'll say this, just to kind of get it out the way. They're the ones that we know are going to float and really make some, put a really good dent in the 2020s, which is so weird saying. Like, think about what you saying, like the 90s, the 80s, now we're like the 2020s, the 2030s. Like, this is all the flying car times. You know
to throw out
mostly flying cars, but
niggas is late.
They got that shit.
Yeah.
But I would say to kick it off, though, I want to say one that I definitely want to see where he goes, as far as the feature of his craft. YB Cordae, I think he's gonna be the one that is gonna be the one that's gonna really surprise you. He has this young Kanye-esque kind of vibe to him, and then with that first album, The Lost Boy, being as hard as that was, you know what I'm saying? We first went out the gate. I know nobody else from YB and crew except Cordae. So for me,
I just found out there's
more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a clique full of niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
But for me, The Lost Boy definitely showed me that he has something that is real special. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's to be such a young man, and to have these experiences he's putting on wax and really have you kind of thinking like, yo, like my man's done went through something, and he's spitting like articulate, and he's very much like a man that's gone through his grind, and at the same time is wants to tell about it. I thought the drummer Anderson .Paak, the what's it called?
The one they play on the radio.
Yeah, the one they play on the radio. Caught me off rip, and I've heard about YB and Cordae or the YB and crew, but they never nothing really stuck out to me. Then I heard that record. Now I went back and heard the whole album. That was fantastic.
The whole album slaps. One thing with YB and Cordae, because he has that talent to just spit and to just go, he has room to grow as an artist.
He does.
So it's not like a lot of the cats that kind of came out in his generation, in his decade, they do the same shit. Mm-hmm. After a while, as a listener, you're going to get burnt out on that. It's just like we would have eventually gotten burnt out, even though it's a classic album, we would have gotten burnt out of what Dr. Dre established with The Chronic and where West Coast hip hop was at the time. And really, when we look back on it, we were some of the people that were complaining like, oh, this is hip hop, this is what we need. But then once we saw this new age West, now we're like, oh, okay, cool. I like what it's doing right now. So I feel like when you have the ability to grow and to evolve and to really get better in your craft, I see a nigga like YB and Cordae being that type of cat, because it's like he already has the idea, he already gets it, he already has the lyrical ability to continue to grow. Again, a lot of these cats you can only so you can only do that but so much. You're not gonna grow into anything else.
Right.
Though, but funny that you even brought those ad-libs up. I have Young Thug as one of the people that I think is gonna actually get a cool little run going into the 2020s.
As a solo artist?
As a solo artist. The only reason I say that is because with his most recent album, what's going to get a whole lot of fun.
So much fun.
So much fun. He really tapped into his artistry. And I say this all the time when it comes down to Young Thug. His records where he has features on it, I enjoy. His records where he's the feature, he normally has the best verse on that record.
Oh yeah.
There's something there with Young Thug that a lot of these young cats have figured out.
I came from that T.I. track. All About the Money or About the Money.
He gassed.
Yeah, he gassed that.
I don't even fuck with that, but that shit was hard.
He gassed that record.
Yeah,
and anytime he really has him on a record, he, like I said, he's gonna have the best verse as the feature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, shit, you saw what he did with J. Cole this year with the London track.
Which is a great record.
That don't sound like a Young Thug record.
record.
But that showed you he has versatility. There's growth there. I mean, granted, he's going to still be Young Thug. He's going to still be a weird nigga, but he's showing you that he can evolve from what he was ultimately portraying.
But even to speak off that whole him being a weird nigga part is like, he knows how to evolve to where the game will. Number one, Young Thug has been promoting the same Coming Soon album for like the last 7-8 years. High Tunes has still have yet to come out yet. Because every time they were gonna get it, he gets a whole another project out, another mixtape out, another EP, whatever the case may be. He floods the market. He just announced another album like 2 days ago. He just dropped So Much Fun, August?
That's been his MO. We got the I'm a Stoner record in 2014.
Absolutely.
And So Much Fun was last year.
High Tunes was supposed to be his magnum opus, his not a swan song, but like the album that will put him over the map. But as we wait for this particular project, we're getting So Much Fun, we're getting Barter 4, we're getting just all this shit leading up to what one day we'll get High Tunes. Now, going off the weird niggas aspect, remember back in the day when like Yo Thug was like he was wearing like dresses and shit? You see he cut that out. You feel what I'm saying? Like he caught on to the fact, but the thing is, when you watch an artist like Young Thug evolve and continue to evolve, people want to follow and see where he goes. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally thought if he was still going at it the way he was going at it, he wouldn't be around very long.
No, yeah, most definitely.
The beef with Wayne and taking the Carter Ford name and Carter Ford 5 name, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's shit like that. Like, bro, you kind of ride off Wayne's coattails. And Birdman at the time, at the height of this whole Birdman Wayne thing, was letting you do it. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, but now I feel like he found his own lane, which I kind of hope the same thing for Rich Homie Quan eventually. But I feel it's almost like
I think that's done.
Yeah, I think
that's done. That run is done. And even just to piggyback what you were saying about YB and Cordae, what made me notice what was going to be special. Two things. When J. Cole came out with that 1985. He was the only young kid that stepped up and responded. And he responded greatly well.
Oh, yeah.
Second thing that I knew that he was going to stand out. Motherfuckers give you their top 5. What 21-year-old you know who has Big L in their top 5?
YBN is a different guy.
Right?
He's a different breed. And like with this new breed, like for me, from what I've seen, it's only 3 people that I know that's going to stand out, and that's who I want to see out of these young cats. It's this group from LA, saying it now, niggas is sleeping, but they're getting a lot of cosigns, called Villain Park. These 3 kids from LA, Villain Park, these motherfuckers get busy. One's like, just like YB and Cordae, and the other nigga from Carroll City, Denzel Curry. I like him a lot. They all share that same passion and that love for hip hop, kind of like like kind of how the OGs does, and them 3 study their homework and they do their shit. So I would like to see where they go. And as far as for Young Thug, yes, he's getting busy. My only issue with him is he still need to figure out to win the crowd over, because it was kind of fucked up, but I kind of get it, because when I was at Dan Vegas, after when Kendrick Lamar finished his set, he was a closer.
Was it really Kendrick though?
It was Kendrick.
It was
Kendrick.
Cowboy Kendrick.
It was no Cowboy Kendrick. It was
Kendrick. Kind of like to be Kendrick.
No, it was Kendrick. It was enough because he brought Sir out there. Niggas didn't know Sir was coming. Like I ain't that was a surprise. Right. That was a surprise. Niggas didn't know Sir was coming out, and like he brought him out for his set. And this is why I said he still need to figure out a way to win the crowd over, because he was a closer. Soon as when Kendrick's set ended, everybody just started leaving. And didn't even barely to stay for his set. So I feel like once he kinked that out and figure out how to win that crowd over, he'll be unstoppable. He'll very be unstoppable, because I can see him being on that same wave like right now, because I personally say too, right now, like he was like the best entertainer and performer. Right now, hands down, nobody's messing with him. Travis Scott.
Oh yeah.
Travis Scott that nigga right now.
Yeah.
Travis Scott is that nigga right now, bro.
Travis Scott could probably do the whole 2020 decade.
Yeah, for real. Travis is that nigga right now.
I was like, maybe King Los. I can see him doing something. It seems like he getting some buzz. But no, that's not where my heart at.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. And I like King Los a lot.
Right, I'm probably the only out of everybody. I know Corey's not here right now, but I'm probably the only person that's East Coast biased. So I gotta say, Griselda as a whole.
Yeah,
I was thinking that too.
I agree. I'll definitely give you that one.
If I gotta
I'll give you that one.
If I gotta say one person out of there, Benny the Butcher killer.
Benny the Butcher.
We're here. We're here.
I see you. I see you.
It's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, like individually, all y'all got the gas, but as a collective, y'all fuck shit up.
Oh yeah,
they fuck shit up.
Their last album is still on rotation. I love their project. I listened to it yesterday. It's still on rotation.
God. Yeah.
The only thing that I'm kind of nervous about, because I was thinking about Griselda on Sway in the Morning, I think it was, is Benny the Butcher retiring?
No.
Or is he stepping back to be more in the business?
Nah.
Something about what he was saying in that interview had me.
I haven't heard the interview. All I heard was West Side Gun's Freestyle, but he could be. Out of the three, I mean, maybe he takes a step back, get their business right, so going forward, they ain't got no shit, you know what I mean? But, no, them three niggas is a prop, bro.
They're they're traditional New York sound. Yeah. You could take Griselda and put them in 96, 98.
Absolutely.
And they'll just literally, they'll fit in like a fucking glove.
Yeah, you know who else too that like hopefully he pick up back his steam, because I like the fact him being from New York and he made the boom bap sound popular again. Was Joey Badass. I like the Joey Badass, man.
I was always 50-50 on Joey
man.
Badass.
I like Joey because he brought that boom bap and
I gotta agree.
Griselda, they brought that traditional New York and he brought that boom bap New York.
There are some songs from Joey that I'm like, but for the most part, I'm rocking.
See, I'm the other way around.
Yeah, man.
The ones I fuck with. The ones I don't fuck with, I'm like, kept that skip.
Right.
Now I'm mad. I just wasted my skip on Pandora.
Right.
I gotta come back around to it. You know who else though? That and obviously this was a 2012 first major release, but I feel like she's gonna get the respect she deserves going forward, especially coming off the Grammy nod last year, snub this year, but that's that's a whole different story. Rhapsody. I think Rhapsody's gonna be a real fucking problem next year. The only reason I say that is because female rappers in the industry now are starting to get to that platform. It's not just, it doesn't have to be just one female running the game, and it doesn't have to be necessarily sex that sells. Granted, that'll get them there quicker, but the fact that Rhapsody got the Grammy nod over all the ones that were out at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's people are gonna recognize her for her efforts. Now, is she Rock Nation now?
Yeah,
she's Rock Nation. Come on, man. If anybody knows what to do with the artist, is Jay. Now, if this is Def Jam Jay, probably not. Rock Nation Jay, absolutely.
What you think about Freddie Gibbs?
Come on now,
my man.
You know that's
my
on
mouth,
bro. You know that's it. Freddie fucking Gangsta Gibbs, Gary, Indiana, the whole nine. I think
this album to me was like damn near one of the
Gibbs has now dropped.
You know what's so crazy about that? And I said this on my show. I told motherfuckers when he did this project, even though he's been on the ground for so long, this was his breakout year. This was his breakout year. Like, it was. So, like, honestly, this album was dope. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. Pusha T had the best verse of the fucking year on that Pop Mala joint with him and Killer Mike.
Of the year?
Yeah.
Verse of the year?
Yeah. Verse of the year. You go back and listen to that Pop Mala and like his verse on, nigga, he bodied that shit,
even Gibbs' verse on the one verse that's on Fake Names. Bruh, Gibbs murdered that shit, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Fake Names is probably one of the best records I've heard in quite some time.
And another one was dope, so I ain't gonna front them. Him, Black Thought, and Most Def got busy on
education. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh.
But yeah, man, I'm with you on Freddie Gibbs, though.
Freddie Gibbs is probably out of a lot of the newer cats that actually come out and they spit. Freddie Gibbs probably has had the most consistent releases.
Yeah,
out of majority of the new cast.
Yeah, and he been through the fire. He had a 360. He got dropped from his label, so he went back back to square one and did the thing. And not only that though, he fucks with everybody. On top of this project that he did with Madlib, I'll have to give credit to the project that he did last year with Currency. With Currency, that Bundy project was fucking amazing. Yeah. It was amazing. So like, he heating up, man. Like he definitely heating
No,
up.
the heat up came from Gibbs, man. It was definitely it was just so much things going on as far as like the Shut Up and Doubt album, which is a fucking
Amazing
awesome album.
Yeah.
And then the issue that happened in overseas.
Yeah.
And then come back to You Only Live Twice EP was oh my
Yeah,
god.
man.
was such a good
Fendi came after that.
Yeah.
Freddie came after that.
Yeah.
And now we got this new joint. It's not Pinata. It's the what's it called?
We all just lost what it's called, but a new album.
But the new album. It's called. Check it out.
But you know what though? I'm glad you brought up Freddie. Freddie is when I think he realized, okay, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I can do some shit. Like, he had
Yeah.
fun. Nigga, when you go look at the videos of him doing like Freddie on like live on stage, he comes out.
He's having a blast doing
He's having
that
a
shit.
fucking ball.
Yeah.
I think every artist, once you get to that place where you recognize your natural charisma, that's when you automatically like, okay, I can live here for a minute. Because the same thing we said with YB and Cordae. With the record he got with Anderson .Paak, nigga, that video is on some old school 2000, 2001 Busta Rhymes type shit.
Right, absolutely.
It's fun, you know, you can get with it, you can fuck with it. I feel like that was Freddie's energy when he brought out that album. Even the commercial from Freddie. In the commercial, he's singing like random
He's
ass
just being
songs.
goofy,
being goofy as hell.
I think seeing stuff like that is actually what the artist should be actually doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, granted, you trying to get paid, I understand that, but if the shit stopped today, would you still be doing it?
Right.
I honestly believe if the shit stopped today, Freddie would still be performing those regular shit.
He'd still be doing lounges and everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So seeing him actually have fun, seeing YB and Cordae actually have fun, that's what they're in it for.
Exactly. Ooh, somebody else you got, Jay?
Something else I got two. One that I'm quite curious about, just to see what happens. And two, I see somebody that will not be going very far come the 2020s. The one that I don't see going far in the 2020s is Designer. Because he's been quiet so far.
man.
He ain't go far.
He ain't go far to 22.
Right.
Yeah, Designer, but he's on the list, so I'm talking about him. But I'll tell you this. I'm very curious about Joyner Lucas. I'm very curious about Dave East, what he can do.
I see Davies definitely going far.
So,
I think
okay.
Dave East should go for
And
it.
I'm glad you brought him up
far.
too, because the main issue with Dave East, the reason this album just sold peanuts.
Oh no, the numbers got up. Don't let that peanut shit
Open the
fool
week.
you now.
Open the week. Respect,
Yeah.
right? Because it's definitely moving right now. It's definitely moving right now. Only reason his opening week was so terrible is because there was zero press for Dave East. There was no press for him whatsoever. There was more press about the Wu-Tang show than it was for the actual,
which is
Dave East
great.
album. And then we even was talking about that album. That fucking album is amazing.
Yeah,
So,
that was
album's
dope.
oh, nigga, it's
Yeah,
gas
it's
on the
dope.
album. And
Yeah,
I felt
it's dope.
bad because I've been fucking pulling for Dave East, and I've been championing him for a cool little minute. So the fact that he was able to drop that album and only did 10K, I was like, nah, that has nothing to do with him. That's the label's fault.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's absolutely the label's fault.
definitely
But now people,
label's
but like you
fault.
said, once people started catching on to how raw the album actually is,
Yeah.
Hell, I didn't know he had an album till the night before it came out.
thank you. Jay was like,
And that's where it goes with the balance of with social media too. How sometimes social media can downplay motherfuckers. Dave East got like 1 million followers though, but when the album dropped, like what you said, that first week did 10K, and I'm looking at that was me. I'm like, okay, I got like these millions followers, but y'all really not.
I've been
fucking
telling
with
y'all I
me.
got albums.
I've been
Right.
telling y'all, but y'all not really fucking with me like that. That kind of made me question y'all, and not only that though too, like question the label. We all know right now, like. I get it. He did the shit with the little joint venture with Def Jam, but he was just better off just doing the full Master Pill shit with Nas, man. Because we know Def Jam right now is a piece of shit. We know Def Jam as a label is a piece of shit right now, and that ain't the best label to go to. They only cater to the ones that they want to cater to. You know what I'm saying? But as for like Dave East, like, you know, like having the steam, like having the OGs behind them, like doing the song. Couple of years back with Snoop doing the joint venture with Styles P. Even before Nipsey passed, and Nipsey was championing this nigga all the way. You know, all the way. So like that was his guy. So like I could see Dave East like coming in this next decade just banging out tough, like really tough, you know. And Survivor was a great way to open up as a debut. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was a very good debut that you can ride out from beginning to end. Like seriously. Like and like he's not like these new age rappers. He brings lyrics, storytelling, he gives you all of that, you know. So I mean, like I could definitely see him going.
And then it's his voice, his presentation.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's very New York.
Yeah,
I hate to sound so older millennial biased, But think about a lot of the cats we just named. They remind us of the motherfuckers we came up with.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And think about those people that we came up with, how long they stuck around compared to a lot of these new cats. I mean, it's going to sound kind of fucked up to say, but if they're not dying, they're literally just fading away. Right. You even mentioned Yachty's name. At one point, we talked about it on the show. We don't know how long Yachty got. But you put an actual timestamp on it, and that nigga was gone in that timestamp.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
At this point, man, I say a lot of shit, and shit happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said that's all I gotta say on that.
That's all I got.
But I mean, just to kind of speak to that, I noticed that a lot of these rappers that have the gimmicks, like we had the conversation before. I think Meg Thee Stallion is gonna go a cool little distance. I don't think she's gonna do all of the 2020s.
Probably the first.
She will move.
First 5 years.
I think Meg Thee Stallion is gonna be the one.
Mark my words on this, and I'm saying this right now, and we gonna go back 5-6 years later on to see this shit, and I'm saying this right now. Meg is gonna go further than Cardi and Doja Cat.
And listen, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm definitely gonna come back to
Doja
that.
Cat's out of here next year.
Because that makes my
think
point.
it's-
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
No, Jay, I'm gonna back you up because the reason why her ass got booed at Rolling Loud, bro. She got booed at Rolling Loud, bro.
Because of it. Come on, bro.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro, she got
Dave Chappelle got booed.
Drake just got
Drake
booed.
just
What
got
the
booed.
fuck is
It's
that?
fucking Drake, bro. In 5 years, we can come back.
Boo is a boo. It don't matter.
Drake was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, that is crowd, bro.
That was not Drake's crowd. It's like that Rolling Loud shit. That
Yeah,
was not
right.
Doja Cat's crowd.
Okay, so how can we say she gonna be gone next year because she got booed?
And
Same
those
thing
are-
with Drake. It's the same thing.
Listen, we're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back to it. I make my Meg point with dealing with the gimmicks and shit like that. The reason that Meg is gonna float is because she's gonna fill that void that Nicki left behind.
Yep.
Is Nicki officially retired? I don't think so. But there's a strong void of a thick ass chick that can actually rap and twerk and look good doing it that needs to be filled.
And the fact she goes to school, shout out to her.
And then the fact that she's an intellectual.
Yes.
And then we just said who she signed to? Rock Nation.
Rock Nation.
Yeah.
She has the right paperwork. She has the talent. She has the look. And again, that
Thank
void is
God
wide
she
open.
got out of that 300 deal.
Oh, exactly.
What? Woo.
If I was her,
Yeah.
I'd be trying to be best friends with Rihanna.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
And I want to be best friends with Rihanna. Period. That's the point.
He's like,
Yeah,
but
I would
I
do
say
that.
I say that to say because she lined everything up perfectly, and that void needs to be filled. And as I mentioned, we're in an era to where it doesn't have to be just one.
Yeah.
So Meg
definitely.
can be the captain of this shit, and everybody can float. Now when it comes down to gimmicks, City Girls ain't making it another year.
Wow.
Even with JT
Yeah.
out,
I agree with that.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
It's-
I definitely agree with that.
And
everyone's
the
twerking.
crazy part is, the JT chick, she can rap a little bit.
Yeah.
She was the rapper.
Oh.
The other one was like just, she just
I
looked.
said a little bit. She can rap a little
A little
bit.
bit.
But I'm just saying, like, in general, when it comes down to City Girls, Saweetie, all them, like,
Is that how you say her name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saweetie.
I say her name
Saweetie
wrong
is so
every time.
trash, bro. She is trash.
all that twerk rap, all that, because the fact that you got actually, females that can actually rap, spitting twerk records and stuff like that, you're gonna listen to the twerk records and ain't gonna listen to them spitting at the same
You're
time.
gonna have the
You're not
ones-
gonna, you can't listen to a whole album of City Girls. You can't listen to a whole album of Sweet. The gimmick is gonna die.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have the ones like other than Rhapsody, the ones that can spit. That's on the rise, girls like Queen Milan, No Name, Tierra Rack,
For
yeah,
sure.
I think
Tierra
Cash Dog
Rack,
gonna have a surprise too.
yeah.
I think Cash Dog might have a surprise right
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Well, then,
man, yeah.
let me ask you this.
With that thought, I think it's two different things then, because you guys just named a lot of like actual rappers. You know what I mean? With the City Girls, I don't think in this age they don't have to be an album artist. They can put out an EP. You can put out 4 songs and it goes now.
Now, granted, I wholeheartedly agree with that because the listener's ear is shiny red ball. Shout out to Xavier. But I think it's because of that. Like, eventually, you get burnt out, and this fan base, the current fan base that they have, is that quick. What are you gonna give me next? What are you gonna give me next? City Girls has shown they can't give you next. They can't keep your attention. They're gonna disappear for like a year, then come back on. But by that time, think about how many twerk rappers we're gonna have out between that year.
I feel the same way about Logic. I feel like
Logic's out of here.
I feel like Logic had it for a little bit.
Logic's out of
And
here.
then he got to the point where he was doing like
Hey,
arena
man,
shows and
hey,
shit.
hey, leave my man alone, all right? Logic actually
We
spit.
did. Everyone.
Logic
Everyone.
actually
That's
spit.
your man.
That's my man.
That's your man
bro.
trying to do.
I fucks with Logic, all right, and I'm putting it out there. And people try to try to compare him to so much. Oh, he's a wannabe Kendrick. And I'm just gonna throw this on the record. Me being a hardcore Kendrick fan. Before Kendrick Lamar and Absol, it was Raz Kass. If you can see the comparison between both of their styles, that's where a lot of Kendrick Lamar and Absol got their style from. Because when Raz Kass came out, Raz Kass was the lyrical nigga from the West Coast, was going there that had America scared with his fucking bars. Fast forward, you get Kendrick Lamar and Absol. These niggas doing the same similarities like fucking Raz Kass.
I think you're the only cat in this millennium that's still throwing out Raz Kass.
But he makes a strong point.
That's an influence,
He makes a very strong point. Raz Kass was definitely one of those guys.
That's an influence because with you wouldn't have Kendrick and Ab if it wasn't for Raz Kass.
I got you.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with you liking Logic?
That's the thing, because Logic is dope. Like, he is dope. He's like another Drake. He can't get emotional. You know what I'm saying? His first album, Under Pressure, we can't deny that. Under Pressure is a fucking classic.
Shit,
Under Pressure is a classic now.
I can't call it a classic. It's a damn good album. I rock with Logic, bro. I rock with Logic when Logic was doing the Young Sinatra joints.
That's why I say you need to go back to the Young Sinatra joints.
Those are cool,
I rock with that, bro. But after that, you lost me, dog.
And I think that's what the issue is. Logic is way too focused on sending a message than he is actually being a spitter.
The Suicide song, bro. Come on, family. Nah, man.
Because I think
that fucking Joyner Lucas did. I'm sorry. That's a fucking Suicide song.
You're right.
What's the big difference?
Okay, personally, I'm gonna be real. I actually had Joyner Lucas on my list as one of those people that if he doesn't change his messagey rap, he's not gonna be around anymore.
Yeah.
I've been Joyner like 2 years.
I think when they focus,
I had hopes for him, but I took like 2 years.
I feel like when they focus too much on delivering a message instead of just being an artist, being a lyricist and spitting, you can have the records where you have the message. Pac did it. Pac did it effortlessly in the time that he was here. But when you focus too much on being the messenger instead of just being the rapper, again, gimmicks, they fade. And when it comes down to Logic, my main issue with Logic was because he became that messenger rapper. It got corny after a while.
I don't know.
Like after a while, it became like, hey man, I'm your friend. I can rap. Let's bring those things together. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me be your friend. Who raps?
But I mean,
Who raps? Let's rap together.
Let's just be honest. So he still had a hell of a run, and even prior before that, the year before that, when he dropped Young Sinatra 4.
Oh yeah,
Young Sinatra 4 was fire. Now you can't deny some of his shit. Like that's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Like,
and I was a big fan of him.
And I can still see him going into the 2020 even bigger. This nigga already doing fucking sold out arenas, bro. He's selling out arenas.
Yeah.
As a whole, like Lo said, when you think about rappers like Logic and what he brings to the table, it's hard to not look at Logic and not think that nigga's corny, because social media and really just your fuck social media, your ears and how you take in what he's saying to you, like, bro, that's just kind of corny, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a Joyner Lucas, and I think Joyner can spit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Joyner is crazy with the bars, but at the same time, I look at Joyner like, bro, some of this shit is kind of corny, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need to be that way. But at the same time, whatever makes you feel good as a rapper, do what you gotta do. That's like trying to defend J. Cole when motherfuckers say J. Cole is boring. I can't really defend that. Like, if you think J. Cole is boring, bro, by all means, the nigga's boring. But I fuck with J. Cole with tough, bro.
I was like 4 year eyes on him, like, this is kind of hard to say.
I'm glad Cole, speaking of that, we can jump into that right now. Cole, I'm glad he switched his shit up because he scared me in them 2010 and that 2011 for a little bit. Cause I mean,
sideline story?
Trash.
But and I agree.
Trash.
I agree.
Trash. I'm saying it. People keep trying to say it's not trash. That first album is fucking terrible. How you give us 2 dope mixtapes?
3.
3. Friday Night Lights and the fucking warm up, and you go to that? Hell no. And then fuck it. I'm gonna put it all out there. You give us Warren Center. Not bad though. But any real true Cole.
Warren Center was hot.
No.
Right.
But this is
the first album.
No, but here's my rebuttal, and everybody agree with me on this. Born Center was dope, but let's just be honest. Yours truly 1 and 2 should have been Born Center. Kenny Austin
truly should have been
Handbuster.
Chris Tucker is hard.
Chris Tucker. That should have been the album.
Now,
that should have been a Born Center album.
Yours should have been the album of his own. I will 100% give you that.
Yeah.
To most people, Cold World, Sideline Story never happened.
Right.
Our debut album for J. Cole is Born Center.
There was Can't Get Enough. There was Can't Get Enough, and then there was the debut for Born Center.
The didn't work, so the first album was Born Center. Cool. All right,
Hey, would you go share?
But where we go from here, you know, Cole's going back to the no feature thing and all that. We're getting.
He'll break that soon, though.
I'm sure he will.
He'll break that soon.
The new album he's got coming out next year.
The Fall Off.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I think what woke him up, and how we got this album right here. Yes, I'm wearing the hat. Peep the hat. Is when he did that Black Friday freestyle and Kendrick body his shit. That woke him up. Yeah, that woke him up, bro. That woke him up to do this album. That woke him up to do this album
I'll tell you
right
something
here.
right now, and that Kendrick Black Friday. Number one, I still have high hopes that we'll get a Kendrick Cole collab somewhere in the 2020s.
No, I think Kendrick retired.
Nah, bro.
I
think Kendrick is like, yeah, fuck this shit.
No.
Nah,
we're gonna get
you already know. I was on Twitter.
I saw some shit.
Saw said Kung Fu Kenny 2020, so we might get something from Kung Fu Kenny.
And tour, I'm with it.
But I'll say this before a Cole album, I think we'll get a Black Hippie before a Cole.
I'll take that too.
I think we'll get a Black.
I'm not upset about that.
Yeah, I'm not upset about that either. Yeah, man. But it's just fuck it. We can talk about both of their growths right now, like Kendrick, Kung Fu Kenny, and Cole. Like I love the fact that how like their growth, how we saw from both of them, from where they once was and the level that they're at now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They both excel amazingly, like very, very amazingly. Like what you said, Cole with the no features, and then Kendrick hitting us with the Game Changer album using sonic sounds on To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, and I tell people, To Pimp a Butterfly and KOD is those albums in their catalogs will forever go over niggas' heads because they don't see the messages and the subliminal shit behind those two albums.
I agree.
Yeah, like behind those two albums, man.
Especially with those two, bro. Like Kendrick and Cole are notorious for giving you a body of work that will last for a long time. Like to the point to where by the time you're like, damn, I need some new fucking Kendrick, bro. Like, them been out for what, 2 years now, 2.5?
About to go on 3.
Going on 3. Since then, we've only got with the Black Panther soundtrack and a few cool little features. Yeah. But bro, it's to the point where you yearn for new Kendrick. Like, bro, I need some new Kendrick, bro. Same thing with Cole. KOD was about 2 years ago at this point, right? Bro, and the most we got from Cole was Dreamers 3, which was cool. But bro, I need some Cole, bro. I need some J. Cole.
And I like the fact that with them, they take a lot of the shit from how the OGs did it and apply it to this.
Yeah.
The quality over the quantity. Yeah. They give us quality work versus
a lot of these that you can sit with
versus a lot of these artists. They're just giving us quantity shit, giving us shit every year. Where can we
blame those artists?
I mean,
with this in this timing of how it is,
I would blame the fan base.
Yeah,
I blame the fan base.
I can't even. Well, it's a fan base.
I blame the fan base because, like, it's just like the conversation that we had earlier. Their taste changed so much that as soon as you see a decrease of this over here, they're now on this shit.
So that way, with that, I can understand why the artists now are making the music how they're making.
Yeah, right? and this is the reason why now we're seeing low key now. Drake then low key finally caught on what Kendrick and Cole doing, so now he's gonna take a little break and get back to hopefully he can get back doing quality music, even though that nigga's corny in my eyes. So, but hey,
Drake, he's taking opportunity.
Yeah,
King Corey,
that's just
you hear this?
Yeah. Corey, I know you're listening, but out of Drake's catalog, his best album to me was Nothing Ever Was the Same. Everything else,
his best record.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
His best. Everything else. Views, trash, Scorpion, trash. You can toss all that shit out. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm rocking with him on this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The mixtape, if you're reading this is too late. I fuck with that, but everything else, everything else.
If you're reading this is trash. That's what it should have been called.
Yeah, you can throw everything out.
It's either that one or his very first one to me.
Out the
But you
window.
know what? Let me ask y'all this. As far as going back to the West Coast for a quick second. With the rise of, and I said I feel like the most dominant year in hip, the dominant decade of hip hop was the West Coast.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Had to be. You know what I'm saying? They'll say the South, they'll say like no, but the West Coast had it on lock. The birth of YG, Ty Dolla $ign, Vince Staples, like bro, they had this shit on lock.
Fucking Tyler Creator and all the future niggas.
Exactly, bro. Fantastic 2020s.
Now,
I think so too.
He's gonna have amazing 2020s.
But that's LA, bro. They too, bro. Mozzy's holding it down for niggas, bro. Like,
bro, I
a good one
agree.
too. Mozzy's been quietly kind of like,
but he's moving.
He's making his way onto other people's records and shit. And
What I like about him,
more
though,
noticeable.
he hasn't given you a bad feature yet.
He really has.
Thank you.
He has not given you a bad feature.
He's been quiet.
And since we're here, cause I know. Actually, the last show was on. We said I have to come back and do it. I do have to take myself back. The Carmen Electra shit is kind of hot.
I knew it.
That shit
I knew it.
But I'm saying that to say he killed that shit.
Yeah, but you know you got cats like 03 Greedo who put out a great EP earlier this year. 03 Greedo's hard. I think as far as from the West Coast, I need some Mozzy. I need Mozzy to really take shit over for the 2020s.
You know who else I liked it from the West Coast too that didn't disappoint in that era after he branched off from Our Future? I fuck with Casey Veggies a lot. Casey
I
Veggies
can
got
hear his name.
Casey Veggies got a fucking smooth little flow, and not only that though, you gotta throw Dom in there too. Dom was running shit.
Throw his ass in the trash.
No, nigga, no. Dom was running shit, bro. I mean,
run into the trash, exactly.
Bro.
Nah, bro.
No,
Tell
no, bro.
And I agree with you because for what Dom was able to do for this game album.
Yeah.
People can now see that Dom could put together a fucking great album.
I'm not knocking his producing skills. If he's gonna produce, by all means, just don't rap.
Yeah, no, and even his first album, Get Home Safely, was fire.
I love Get Home Safely,
bro. Was
okay,
dope.
now I'm gonna touch on your point and your point at the exact same time. Get Home Safely, fire ass album's production on Game's album, fire ass production. But then he also gave us By Dom Kennedy. Yeah. Now, finish my point.
Okay.
If he's shown us what he can do with Game's album. If he follows that same path, his 2020s are gonna be dope.
When you say show me what he can do you mean like far as his producing skills?
You're the only one to hear things Dom Kennedy can't rap.
In here, yes.
Yeah, because I mean, even by Dom, it was but I did like Los Angeles.
LA's Not For Sale. Yes, that's a great
and Volume 2 was dope too.
No, he's been building back up. But like when you look at Dom Kennedy's run, I'm about to say from the West with love, but that's what I'm talking about. Get Home Safely. Get Home Safely was Dom Kennedy's project that people really started paying attention. Like, okay, so who is Dom Kennedy? Then they go back. It's just like with Nipsey and Crenshaw. When people heard Crenshaw, you finally went back, and I'm not talking about motherfuckers that's been around since Bullets ain't got no name.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the motherfuckers this is Nipsey Hussle, this person everybody keeps talking about. They went back and listened to everything. They was like, yo, this nigga.
No, and I give you that because I mean it's a half and half because prior before that, you did have niggas fucking with him with this West Side from Love 1 and 2, like his previous mixtape shit when like let's just gonna be honest, like one of the best years of mixtape was 2010. 2010, that's when the market was being flooded with mixtapes. Mixtapes.
Yeah.
And that's when you was like, okay, who is this person? Who is that person? That was the year we got Cole, Kendrick, Mac Miller, Nipsey, Currency, Dom, Wale. Like, you had so many niggas flooding the market with good shit, and we're all like, where's all these new niggas coming from, though?
But you know what? I think the mass difference between a mixtape and an album, not even really a difference. In 2019, going into 2020, they're one and the same. It's a blur.
Yeah, it's a blur now. It's very blurred line.
But I also want to ask y'all another question as well, because I just looking at this list now, I just thought about it. Groups in the 2020s. So as far as like Ray Shrimmer, Migos, I personally been to say I cannot wait to see what Earthgang does.
We
2020s.
That's right.
Them boys are a problem, bro.
Bro, they are. And I'll give you that. I want to see what they want to do, but my issue is with that. If Cole is gonna say he's this leader or per se of Dreamville, he gotta start marketing them boys, man. He gotta start pushing them, man.
Personally, I don't see him stay with Cole very long. I see them go.
I agree with that too. I agree with that too because, like I was telling people, how that Dreamer shit came about wasn't because of Cole. It was because of JID, because that nigga went on Complex and said, yo, Cole, you my nigga, but TDE is kicking our asses right now, bro. What in the fuck are we going to do? You know, so that young nigga Jib put that battery in his back, and like what you said, man, like I want to see how Earthgang going to do, because they're dope. They're
if Cole
dope,
is smart,
man.
if Cole is smart, he will put a lot of Dreamville's management under Rock Nation. I know we're gonna keep bringing up Rock Nation, but Rock Nation probably is the best management in the industry.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
TDE. TDE.
But TDE is Interscope.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They need a major label backing. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dreamville, are they in it? No, they're not.
No, Dreamville's under Interscope too.
I thought the Dreamville is Universal.
No, they're in the Interscope. Because Jid is Interscope. Yeah, Dreamville is
We'll find out.
Jid,
What
some of them Dreamville niggas is under Interscope.
Dreamville needs management that has a plan for them. If Dreamville gets management with a solid plan for them to put money behind promo and everything like that, they can run. I love J. Cole, but he's just an artist. His promo style is not there.
Yeah, the same
Rock
way.
Nation needs to do with Dreamville what they're doing for Cole, because when Cole drops. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I'm really curious about what Boss can do in 2020. Because
And I like Boss.
I like Boss a lot.
And I'm with you on that. Boss, he never disappoints. But like what you're saying, like I'm waiting for Cole. Come on, dude. You got this nigga like this, like your ace in the hole, dude. Like push him, bro. Like he is dope.
I
like,
fuck with Boss, but I'm gonna be honest. I think he missed his run.
You think so?
I think he missed it. The only reason I say that, even though I fuck with the record, his first single, my nigga just made Bell, it didn't catch the way it should.
That last winter project.
It came out during the transition in hip hop, where it's like, okay, if you're not hitting here, I'm going over here. I'm not worried about what's over here.
Yeah.
That first single just didn't catch. And now think about it. No one really talks about Boss anymore. Now JID is the dream
JID is the one that's really pushing.
Yeah, man. Because I ain't gonna lie though, that project Boss put out last year, Milky Way, that was good.
Bro, he dropped this year.
I think 21 Savage might have a great day.
Yeah. And one of the reasons I agree with you on that one is because I think this year and last year 21 Savage recognized his
I think he found where he was supposed to be.
He found his lane. And then the controversy that he recently went through and the love he had behind that, he woke a lot of fans up to who he is. And then his feature on Game shit was perfect.
Absolutely.
So you can see the difference from his first shit, the Issa.
From Issa
to his
the nigga
album.
grew up. He
basically grew up.
And that's my thing with a lot of these younger artists. I personally just have to wait till they grow up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the YB and Cordae, I think he's dope. But I'll say 1 or 2 albums from now, I'm gonna be on his bumper.
He's gonna be a problem.
The person that I don't think is gonna make it, and I'm gonna steal y'all shit because I know this is an easy cop out. Tekashi.
Yeah.
Cop out.
Cop out.
Yeah.
Cop out.
He ain't making shit.
Yeah,
No. Who is? I just seen his fucking name. That's not gonna make it. I just seen his fucking name.
No, I have like 2 I know for a fact.
I don't think that Triple Red kid is gonna. I think he's gonna be done in like 2
I think a lot of that era is gonna.
Well, the reason I say his name is because you're starting to see a lot. Well, I guess with this Tekashi, you're starting to see his name pop up in different stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not for good.
Not for good reasons, but I think he won't be able to turn that around and actually put out. I don't think he has any quality music, but actually put out quality music. So I think he's gonna be out of here.
Yeah, man. I definitely agree with you. For me, like you, I'm taking Griselda. I'm definitely taking Griselda. Like with him and another YB and Cordae, and I would literally might have to say, just because he is under that branch and he's getting a lot of steam too as well, Travis Scott protege, Shaq West. I think Shaq West. But this the thing though, man. This the thing,
Go ahead.
This the thing about like Shaq West though, like it's kind of like having like somebody like underneath your wings. So it's all like when your time is done, they're gonna take over. If I'm comparing this like football, kind of like with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre was setting up Aaron Rodgers. Okay, when I'm on my way out, you're gonna step in, and you're gonna be the next on the side.
Don't agree with it, but
So I feel kind of like the same way, like with Travis Scott. and he's right underneath him, and it's not like he's taking bits and pieces from him, and it's working. And the reason why I say it's working, I seen it with my own 2 eyes. Like, this nigga, he gets their crowd pumped just like this nigga Travis Scott.
Where I'll definitely agree with you with that is that I remember they were just promoting Sheck West at Tao, and I'm like, are they really promoting Sheck West on a billboard at Tao off of one record?
I saw Sheck when he opened up for Travis
This
Scott.
was
Just in
months
time.
Yeah, man,
And I can tell you, he had the crowd going
ham, bro.
for sure.
Ham, bro.
However, I will say this: unlike Travis Scott, Sheck West doesn't have that follow-up record to keep that momentum going.
I think he is so because he just had to build steam off of that little EP that he had dropped. Because he got some slappers on that EP. Other than that one song though, but everybody fucks with the other joints though too. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
So I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that with him. I'll give you Meg. I'll definitely give you Meg for sure. Like, she's gonna be the touchdown. Now, niggas that's not going to make it in this thing for sure. That nigga Lil Xan, that little white boy Lil Xan.
Do we even count him?
Right.
That nigga was on the list. So
He came out this year. He had a whole.
Yeah.
What was it
Count
called?
that motherfucker, man.
I feel like if you got a little in front of your name, it's about raps for you.
Yeah.
No, because I think Lil Baby got a strong 2020 coming.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that.
Lil Baby got a strong 2020.
Lil Baby, no.
I think so.
No.
Where the hell is Sahara Prince?
I think he's almost out too.
Target.
Where the fuck is he at?
Well, I don't know. He just had that record with Royce, and that shit's great.
Great, yeah. It was great.
I'm saying because he put out a dope ass album and just said, all right.
That's good. And you know what though? You gotta go with the label. That's good music's fault.
Yeah, he's going, and I think we can all agree Vic Mensa is going too.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Out of here.
Out here.
So I've already named a shit ton of people, but my last and final one that we didn't expand on, I think the baby gonna have some time out here. I think the baby gives me 2 Chainz. He gives me 2 Chainz in a way that he's fun. Mm-hmm. For him to have the new nigga flow, he's actually spitting. And you know what I'm saying? He shows you that he has no problem working. He gave us 2 albums this year alone.
And he has such a great charismatic energy about him.
Charisma, absolutely.
And I'm gonna just say this may be on some anime DVD shit, but if you take, and this is how my formula, how I looked at this shit. If you take Busta Rhymes, you take Ludacris, you fuse them together, you get the baby. Think about it. Busta Rhymes visuals, his charismatic, his flow. Ludacris presentation, that flow, a hell of a run that he had, a 4 or 5 album run. Yeah. You take them 2, you put them together.
I can see
the
that,
baby.
Just not right now.
Yeah, it's gonna get there.
It's gonna get there.
Absolutely,
it's gonna get there. But I could he's taking them 2, and like. That's the baby all day.
I think the baby got it, man. Yeah. I think for him to come from this generation and to actually rap like this generation, and I still enjoy it. And obviously, I don't speak for the community, but for him to be that way, motherfuckers that come from our generation when it comes down to hip hop, to feel the exact same way about the baby, that motherfucker's gonna have a crazy run. And he's only gonna go up from here, man. Who I don't think is gonna be around. And I got 2 of them because it's that gimmick shit, and they're for 2 different reasons. I don't think Black Youngster's gonna be around because he's starting to bubble now. He's starting to bubble now. But
hallelujah!
Once Booty is no longer played, it's over for Black Youngster. And also, I'm only saying this because he has a solid fucking single in the streets right now. But shit, more so in the club. Russ ain't gonna make it too deep into the 2020s.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man, because he got a heavy following.
Yeah,
that's why I don't know. He has a heavy following. He has a heavy following. He has a crazy
about that. Yeah, bro.
Here's why I say that. He has a heavy following. He has a crazy single out right now. But Russ, and he can spin. No, and he can spin. I'm not taking that away from him at all. Absolutely. Russ's personality is gonna be the reason that shit's on him. Because he's that outspoken type cat. But granted, people fuck with outspoken dudes. Absolutely. Russ is gonna say that one stupid thing.
He's outspoken and arrogant.
Very outspoken, very arrogant, absolutely.
And I ain't gonna lie though, the niggas with the smoke, you talk the shit, he gonna
come at you.
He gonna come at you.
But tell me he doesn't strike you as somebody that's gonna say that.
Correct.
He's gonna make some kind of mention, some kind of reference, and motherfuckers gonna what? And rest of the type, he's gonna double down. He ain't gonna apologize for shit. And then they're gonna. I'm not saying he's gonna fade out on, artistry. And to be honest with you, I only just started enjoying some of the rest of shit. If we're gonna really be real, I don't think he's gonna fade out from artistry. He's gonna fade out from making a dumb statement.
Right.
I can see that.
I think he's gonna get himself.
I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Jay,
what you got for us?
So I'm gonna leave out, in my opinion, the Titans like the Kendricks, the Cole.
Yeah, because we know they're going. Yeah, they're making
Crit and all them. They're gonna be around, but they might be here forever. But the ones who I do see making a huge step next year, I'm gonna try this upcoming decade. The Baby, most definitely. I'm gonna go. Crazy enough, I am gonna go 03 Greedo. And I'll also go Mozzy as well. I have a lot of faith in Mozzy.
Okay, I'm with you on 03 Greedo, but that nigga's in jail for a long time.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even know who this is.
He a rapper from the West.
From the West Coast.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'll take him out.
Yeah. Nigga got a 20-year bid though, man.
He's done.
Yeah, he recorded a lot of music though.
So I'm 2 decades. He good.
I'm
he done.
So with the Nia, I'll say The Baby, Earthgang, and what I said before that, I said Mozzy, yeah. The Baby,
I know. I'll give you those.
Who's getting out of here? Who's getting out of here for sure? I'm gonna go ahead and say Famous Dex is out of here.
Oh yeah,
Dexter,
he's out of here.
Yeah.
Trippie Redd's out of here,
yeah.
and call me crazy. I think Lil Yachty's out of here, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
it's not crazy.
No, it's not crazy. Not crazy though, but
nigga halfway out the door now.
All right.
He said,
Before we end this, though, it's one person that I definitely feel like
2 people we didn't mention.
Yeah. Well, one I feel like he should get a mention on this because just the way he had a hell of a run in this decade and the way he reinvented himself is 2 Chainz. We gotta get 2 Chainz that credit. Yeah. 2 Chainz don't get enough credit. How the way he reinvented himself, he damn near ran this fucking whole decade. Like,
but Chainz more so along that Kendrick Cole or something. Like, bro, I expect.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we know you're.
But I mean like saying from like Titty Boy
to now,
and then he made that transition, and then he give us Based on a True Story. 1 and 2, Pretty Girls, like Trap. I mean,
which
like,
is my favorite 2 Chainz.
Bro,
I love
like,
great album.
He ran some shit.
Nigga, rapper goes to the league. It's so hard.
Yeah,
oh my
that's
God.
a great fucking album, and like. He had a couple of years and then niggas still play his shit. Big Bank, Take Lil Bank. Nigga, that's gonna be one of them joints you hear forever.
Birthday record is timeless.
Timeless, man.
It's a silly ass timeless record,
bro. Like easy, but like he's up there going into this next decade. I can see him. I can see him doing shit, and not only that though. We still gotta salute these OGs in their 40s. They still keeping up with these young niggas, man.
Retiring,
yeah. I mean, him, Push still
Push solo debut was 2010s. Push established a whole new career in 2010s.
Man.
That's true.
So I mean, like, it's good though, man. I can't wait to see what this next decade is going to bring and who else we're going to see. Another person I can see who's ripping it. He's still fairly new though. Reason, man. Reason from TDE.
Reason will take a little while to get to that point.
He got some more pushing.
But the back, you said something about Isaiah Rashad. I cannot wait to see what Isaiah Rashad does in the next decade.
Man,
but
me too.
It takes them a while to get to that point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but like I was gonna say, we didn't mention what is Young M.A gonna do the next 10 years.
I don't think we're doing that.
I'm about to say I think she's another one that missed her post.
Yeah.
Because I just had the conversation with somebody not so long ago. The fact that her first record was gimmicky.
Yeah, it was.
The fact that it created an anthem, it created, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Once you got past that, you didn't care. Because I told you, I say all day, her covering Money, Power, Respect was probably some of the best female bars I've heard. Gay, straight, whatever the fuck you claim, that's some of the best female rapping I've ever heard. But guess what? It went over everyone's head because, I think that when you have such a popular record come out like that,
yeah, they hate, but they broke though.
It's just like once that was over, I feel like I wish Young M.A would be on. Like I had a lot of faith in her when I heard Eat, but it's just like she dropped a whole album and no one cared. Let us know what artists you think that was buzzing in the 2010s that is really going to take the 2020s by storm. Who do you agree, disagree with? Who do you think we missed out? Let us know in the comments wherever it is you're watching this. Of course, you can find me, Big Los, at Big Los IG.
Jay Alonzo at I am Jay Alonzo.
Hollywood Kev, _Hollywood Kev.
You can find me _Rick James 87 and at Lace _Rhymes too. So find me there.
Holla at us. Turn my mic up every Friday right here. We out.